All right, let's dive into something pretty cool today. We're going to unpack a super powerful, science backed framework that's all about transforming your conversations. Seriously, it's designed to help you build an instant connection with pretty much anyone. It's called the TALK framework. And trust me, it's way simpler than you might think.
You know that exact feeling, right? We've all been there. You're chatting with someone, maybe at a party or at work, and then, boom, you just hit a wall. That awkward silence creeps in, and you can practically feel that little spark of connection just disappearing. It's such an uncomfortable moment, but what if I told you there was a way to stop it from ever happening again?
Well, it turns out there's a really fundamental reason this happens, and some fascinating research from Harvard points right to it. See, by our very nature, we're basically wired to be opinion-making machines. We're just constantly cooking up our next thought, our next story, our next point we want to make. We are always ready to broadcast. But in doing that, we forget the most critical part of any real connection, actually receiving what the other person is putting out there.
So, what's stopping us from listening? A lot of the time, it's that little voice in our head, social anxiety. We get so worried and hung up on what we're going to say next that we completely miss what's being said right now. But here's a wild thought. What if that nervous energy isn't a weakness at all? What if it's actually your secret weapon?
Just think about it for a second. When you're nervous about meeting someone new, what happens? Your heart starts pounding, maybe your palms get a little sweaty, you feel that jittery buzz inside. Okay, but now think about when you're incredibly excited about something, like you're about to see your favorite band or you just got amazing news. What happens then? Yep, the exact same thing. Isn't that incredible? When you look at it like this, you see that physiologically, anxiety and excitement are practically twins. The only real difference is the story, the label you put on those feelings. So next time you feel that nervous energy bubbling up, just try reframing it. Tell yourself, I'm not anxious, I'm just really excited to connect with this person. It is such a small mental switch, but it has a massive, massive impact. Okay, so with our mindset flipped from anxious to excited, we're ready for the actual tool that's going to guide us. And look, this is not about using cheesy pickup lines or trying to manipulate anyone. This is a simple, easy to remember, and scientific framework for making a genuine connection. And here it is, the TALK framework. At its core, it's a 4-part model that gives you a super clear path to follow in any conversation. It's designed to make sure you're not just, talking at someone, but that you're actually building rapport and a real sense of connection. The acronym itself is your roadmap. It's so easy to remember. T is for topics, A is for asking, L is for levity, and K is for kindness. All together, they create this perfect blueprint for a great conversation. Okay, let's break this down. First up, T is for topics. This is your launch pad. It's the spark that gets the whole thing started. I mean, you can't have a conversation without something to talk about, right? And the goal here is just to find that first little piece of common ground. And listen, this doesn't have to be complicated at all. You're just looking for a key to unlock the door. It could be something you're both experiencing, like the event you're at or the music that's playing, or you can always go for the universal keys, things like travel, food, movies, hobbies. The goal isn't to find the perfect topic right away, it's just to find a topic to get the ball rolling. So once you've opened that door with a topic, you move on to A, for asking. Now, this is the secret sauce. This is the direct counterattack to our natural instinct to be those opinion-making machines. This step is all about shifting the spotlight from you onto them. The real key here is to ask open-ended questions. Those are the ones that invite a story, not just a simple yes or no. So, for example, instead of asking, did you like the speaker? Which is kind of a dead end, you could try, what was your biggest takeaway from that talk? See the difference? Instead of, did you have a good weekend? Try, what was the highlight of your weekend? These kinds of questions open up entire pathways. And then you have to actually listen, really listen to their answer, because that's where you'll find the clues for your next great question. Okay, next up, L for levity. A conversation that's just topics and questions can start to feel a little bit like an interview, can it? Levity is the secret ingredient that turns a simple exchange of information into an interaction that's actually enjoyable and memorable. It's all about bringing warmth and a bit of your personality to the table. This could be as simple as some lighthearted humor, maybe sharing a quick, positive story, or even just smiling and having a friendly, open posture. Levity is how you signal, hey, I'm enjoying this, which in turn makes them enjoy it a whole lot more too. It's really the difference between an interrogation and a real connection. And finally, we get to K for kindness. And I've got to say, this isn't just another step in the process. It's the foundation that the entire thing is built on. Honestly, without genuine kindness, the rest of the framework is just an empty technique. It won't work. Kindness shows up in a few ways. It can be a genuine compliment, not just about how someone looks, but maybe about a cool idea they shared. It's showing empathy, maybe nodding and understanding when they're talking. And it's assuming the best in what they say. Kindness is basically the emotional glue that creates trust and makes people feel truly seen and valued. So there you have it. Topics to get started, asking to learn more about them, levity to make it fun, and kindness to build a real connection. This isn't just a random list of tips. It's a repeatable blueprint that you can take with you into any social situation. So the most crucial point, the one thing I really want you to take away from all this is that charisma is not magic. Being a great conversationalist isn't some gift that you're either born with or you're not. No way. It is a skill. And just like any other skill, with the right framework and a little bit of practice, it is absolutely something that anyone, and I really mean anyone, can master. The TALK framework gives you the tools. You've already reframed your anxiety into excitement. So the only question left is, who are you going to go out and share a genuine connection with today?